Much. Good speaking with you. Appreciate you joining in with that perspective. It's always a pleasure and hope to catch up with you once we have the full set of results. Well, the market is swinging widely, isn't it? I mean, we were down 20, then down 80 and down 20 again. So that impulse to try and buy the dip is very much evident. It's there on your screen, back above 17,300 once again. And overall market breadth, just I mean, if you can have the advanced decline, that is flipped again. I mean, there are, when last time I checked, 15 minutes back, 300, 400 stocks outpaced declines more than advances. And look at the crisscross which is playing out. So it's a pretty choppy kind of sort of day, not just on the Nifty, but for the broader market as well, which we are continuing to track. Sonia, I mean, the big talking point, of course, has been festive-related consumption. And I think we've got a stock check ahead.
Absolutely, and this time around, I think after COVID, a lot of us have gotten used to doing our festive shopping online, right, compared to offline. So that is the big focus area this time around. We are going to look at how retail trends are shaping up. But a report by Redseer has said that e-commerce gross merchandise value for the week ended September is up 27% versus last year. And the number of shoppers and the average spending has also clocked in a significant rise online. So to discuss the trends both in the offline and online world, we're joined now by Kumar Rajagopalan, the CEO at Retailers Association of India, and Tarun, who's the research director at Counterpoint. Gentlemen, morning to both of you. Mr. Rajagopalan, I want to first start with you. Has the consumer preference changed post-COVID? Are you seeing more online sales and hence is it eating into the offline channel?
Good morning and season's greetings to all of you. I think this is the first year after 2 years that everybody is out there shopping, feeling the sense of cheer. So I would not say that things have shifted dramatically. Fact is that consumers are thinking differently now. They want to think about what they want to buy. They want to think about how do they get it. There is a sense of immediacy, and then there is a sense of discounts. And there is also this need for making sure that they trust the person who is selling to them. So I think that's a complex set of things that's happening. The online sales is increasing, but I think the offline sales is also rocking currently. We've seen that East, which is normally the indicator for the way business grows, has clocked very well. They have shown 25% growth already, and I'm expecting the latest results to come in. So things should be nice there. And normally what happens in the East is reflected in the other parts of the country because Pujo shopping happens first there, and then the Diwali and the other things start here, rest of the country. So shopping is expected to be good. The kind of items that were worrisome during the pandemic are doing now very well. So if you look at garments, if you look at wearable accessories, jewelry, eating out, all this is doing really well. Beauty and cosmetics is doing very well also because people are wanting to go out, meet people. They are buying more beauty products. Also, people from abroad are coming in and buying here. So it's been a good part. For many retailers, of course, it's an omni-channel world. So they're not really bothered whether people are buying online or offline. But one thing is for sure, there is a sense of parity that's happening between offline and online in the way in which offers are being given, or for that matter, service levels are being accorded to the customers.
As you said, things are rocking. Market has come back into the green. Mr. Rajagopalan, just have the Nifty up, please. We are in the green. And we're the day's highest point as well, 17,334. Look at that. I mean, it's a sharp recovery we've seen. And I think we've got the Bank Nifty, which has also cut its losses. I mean, that's basically, Bank Nifty is at the day's high. It's down 0.6%, but it's come back almost to the day's highest point. Maybe just a quick look at the Nifty IT space as well, which is flipped into the green. It's up about 0.2% or so. So that impulse to buy the dip, very much there, and that's showing up. Can we do a lot today? That remains to be seen, given the fact that later in the US we have that jobs number, which I think will, at least in the very near term, decide the fate for global markets. Nigel.
Back to the discussion that we were having. Let's get in Tarun Pathak, Research Director at Counterpoint, who joins in. Hi, Tarun. Morning. Thanks so much for joining in. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get back to Mr. Rajagopalan.
Maybe he's gone shopping online. You never know, right? Taking some time, a bit of a time off. Okay.
All right. Mr. Rajagopalan, you were saying that the festive season is expected to be a good bounce back. Now, you had to put a number to it. After 2 years, we're going to be seeing a normal Diwali. How much better can it be in comparison to the pre-COVID level? What's your sense?
I think your criterion by itself is right. We should always compare it with the pre-COVID levels because the last 2 years were haphazard, if I could call it that. So already from April up to August, the overall retail industry has grown about 19% across the country, which is good compared to the 2019-20 levels. Our expectation is that it should go beyond this. Ideally, it should be about 25%, which is what we've seen in the East so far. Yeah, that would be a good number to look at. We do know that there's an inbuilt amount of inflation up there, which we'll need to be aware of. But the fact is that customers are spending from their pockets. So at the end of the day, the money from their pocket is important. Various things are happening for it. I think, like I said, there is cheer overall. The people are going out. People are also gifting. And that's the other good thing that's happening this time. And of course, people are buying omni-channel.
Right. Okay. By the way, Mr. Rajagopalan, we'll come back to you. We had a retailer like V-Mart, right? I was reading in an interview, the CEO of V-Mart was saying that it's not a festive cheer has arrived, but not for everyone. And V-Mart is a tier 2, tier 3 operator, right? So that's a telling comment as well. But anyway, Tarun Pathak is with us. Tarun, sorry, we coming to you a little late. We didn't have you earlier. On mobile phones, Tarun, what's happening?
Yeah.
What we've observed is in mobile phones as well, the push to premiumization, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very important point you have mentioned. Very good morning to everyone and season greetings. I think that is right. There is a premiumization trend that has set up in India. People are buying mid to high-end phones, and that is driving the value of the overall category. So what we have seen, the premium market is, which we define as more than 30,000 rupees, that contributes to 10% of the overall smartphone sales. And now this number is going to increase by 2 or 3%. People are upgrading fast, and that has been one of the biggest trend this year in the festive season. First day of the festive season sale was all about iPhones. People were crazy buying iPhone 13, iPhone 14 in that sense. So we have seen across both in offline and online channels, there is a lot of demand that is coming from the mid to premium hand phones. And that is also because of the reason you have a lot of financial schemes that have come in as compared to the last year or last to last year, like BNPL, buy now, pay later, credit card schemes, financing schemes are here. And people want to get future ready. Like, for example, we are at the cusp of technology transition, which means everyone is going to buy a future proof device, which is a 5G phone. And if you look at the average cost of a 5G phone, that is somewhere closer to a good 5G phone, is somewhere closer to 23,000-24,000. If you have to buy a good 5G phone, of course, you can buy it the higher as well. And that is also driving a lot of people to shift from a 4G phones to 5G phones in the country.
Okay, people are buying more phones, and first day you've seen a surge in iPhone sales. I mean, forget about all the normal phones. It's so premiumization definitely is the name of the game. Gentlemen, we'll have to leave it at that. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, but thanks a lot for your thoughts. That's the word coming in on how e-commerce sales and actually festive sales have been shaping up. We'll slip into a quick break. On the other side of the break, we'll get cracking back on the market. Shrikant Chauhan will be joining in for some technical trades. Stay tuned.